few of my students, like basically all of them, have this very important question that I also had, like for I don't know, like for few years, that how you make song, like it sounds weird, like how do you make song, what should you do, like should you go for the lyrics first, or should you go for the rhythmic part, or should you go for the solo, like what you're going to play in the lead, or probably the drums, the beat, or what arrangement. So like there's so many things like when people think of composing, but the most important thing that we have to actually think is that what you actually are capable of doing. So by this I mean that I don't mean that you can't play all those instruments. By this I mean what you're creatively capable of executing, and that gives you the right set of feeling. By this I mean you feel good about it in a simple way. You feel very satisfied when you listen to those tracks. So try to make those kind of tracks, instead of going to the mainstream. Okay, it's fine if you want to earn, go for it, totally your call. But if you want to feel it and get totally deeper into it, like a very shamanic way of connecting with music, then just it's better to just feel it, just feel the whole thing, what's going on. So in this abstract, I'm going to discuss a little bit more about how song is created basically. So let's say basically, if I share the approach, every person can have a different approach. Like if you ask for Hans Zimmer, he may have a different approach. If you ask like if you were able to ask Beethoven, then it may have a different approach. So all these people have this not weird basically, but like different approach. And same goes with mine, and same goes with every other professional musician who is in the market, and probably people who are learning as well. Everybody has their own thing going on. But the most important thing is that if you look at the core aspects, kind of same. So in this video abstract, I'm going to share my approach of making a song, and probably is going to help you guys as well in your journey. So what I do is, it's very basic for me. I have few scales in mind, I have few certain frameworks in my mind, and I just use them for creating a song. And I just keep on doing it. It's very subconscious for me. So being a creative person as well, because for some people creativity is gifted, for some people they are not that creative. So this is if you're a creative person, then probably you'll end up with a lot of tracks, like lots and lots of songs all the time. But if you're not that creative, then it can be a big hurdle, even if you're a good player. I've met guitarists who are like really good guitarists, like they have all the skills, but they have to learn it from somewhere, probably see the sheet music, and they feel it kind of trouble while jamming and harmonizing, even though they are really good guitarists. So it just depends on the approach. So don't take that approach, that's all. So basically what you have to do when you're making a song is that if you have something theme in your mind, then jot it down. If you don't have anything, you might just start playing. So what I do is this is like so this is how I create my music, like it's just a lot of improvisation, and then I come up with songs. So same, you can use the same technique. You can also get you can just practice scales, and when you feel them, so you start creating all these melodies. And once you start creating these melodies, then you can just note these melodies down, all these single melodies, let's say whatever melodies you have noted down. So if you have at least 10 melodies, then use that melody, create a chord structure for it. So basically when you're playing a melody, it's super easy. You just take whatever notes you're playing, just make that root chord and any triad of that root chord, and you just use it as a progression. So for the rhythm part, you now have the progression, now you have the melody, and based on the melody you can put the lyrics on it. You can actually intonate your voice according to it, and then you have this whole song. Now you can narrate, and in the midsection, if you want to go really deep, then put in like a really crazy bass solo, like with a lot of stuff going on, and and guitar as well. So see, it's like, so this is how I do, like for me it's just I play a scale, and then I just note down the note structure of it, and then I make a chord progression, and it just happens really fast, like it doesn't take time in my case, and in most of the musician case who have been improvising a lot. So, and then after that chord progression I just put vocals. If I feel like if I should put a layer of vocals, if it doesn't feel like, usually I don't, because I love to play instrumentals more. But even if I feel like putting a little bit of mantra, or like vocal solo in it, that's my favorite basically, to put some vocal solos in deep rhythmic structures. And if I don't do it, then it's fine. You can just uh, totally erase a vocal layer if you feel like, and then you just come up with a song. Basically, even if you're just one instrument and you're composing a whole structure of the song, it doesn't have to be 10 instruments. Even if you just have one guitar and if you're playing the whole song, then this one song. Then even if you're playing piano the whole song, you don't have to put in like 10-20 instruments to prove it to people that this is song. No, one, even your voice accompanied by any instrument is a song. Even if you have if you voice, if you put tanpura and if you sing that khayal or whatever that's the ideation is, it still qualifies for song. Even your voice qualifies for song. But in popular approach, if you want to like spread it across and do crazy stuff, don't upload a cappella, which is just the voice recording. It's better to put like just your guitar if you know how to play guitar really well and you're aware of what you're doing, of like just listen to it. If it's not good, then it's not worth it, trust me. Because a lot of people, what they do is like in the hurry they just put it online and they get bad reviews and then they feel bad. And please don't do it. It's not worth it, trust me. It's a beautiful journey for yourself. It'll take you very deep inside you and you will understand a lot of stuff about yourself. It's a very beautiful journey, so just enjoy it and don't be like don't ask people about how I play. Wait for the right time, and trust me, you will understand yourself that okay, this is the right time, I should manifest it outside as well, and you'll love it. So this is how it goes. Just be relaxed, just feel the music, it'll come to you. Just like meditation, it'll come to you. Exactly same goes with this. Like once you start learning and pursuing it with your whole heart, like you really want to get deep into it and want to be a part of it, then it'll come to you, trust me. And it just sounds very easy, it'll come to you but it's very subjective in nature and can't be explained through words. Because I already in my previous videos you can see that I've been talking about music being transcendental and can't be expressed through a framework or through words. So it's difficult to express this feeling, but trust me, once you just go through it and just feel it, live it, and trust me, results will come. See you guys.